What is going on, guys? My name is Cakes Mitchell, and welcome to another episode of one of these unscripted rants that I enjoyed doing yesterday, so I'm going to do it again today. And today, we're going to be talking about, is HOPSIN any good? Now, don't get me wrong. Growing up in like 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, I was a huge HOPSIN fan. First thing I saw was the Illmind of HOPSIN 3, and then Illmind of HOPSIN 4 blew up, and he really got a big popularity. In 5, it exploded, and he's had huge success in like Raw and Knock Madness, and even today he's doing very well for himself. He had a record label, Funk Volume, with artists Jaron Benton and Dizzy Wright and even Swizz on it that eventually broke up, and he started a new one, Undercover Prodigy. And when HOPSIN was getting big, I really dug his stuff. I was a freshman, sophomore, junior in college, and anything that he put out, I was fiending to grab onto and really loved listening to HOPSIN. So just know that going into this rant. And another thing that I want to bring up is I think HOPSIN's business mind is incredible. He was able to independently grow from him literally being in his basement to owning a record label, Funk Volume, which grossed millions of dollars, and even now Undercover Prodigy, which is doing very well for himself. So he independently knows how to work a business and get attention and transition that into dollars. So HOPSIN, as a business person, I really respect and think he's a genius when it comes to being able to craft a business from nothing. Now, directly after Knock Madness, because I did enjoy that record, after that, there hasn't been too much from HOPSIN that I've enjoyed, with the exclusion of Illmind 8 and 7. Now, it's not saying that HOPSIN is terrible. With songs like Bout the Business and Bust That, they're okay, but they're just not as good, and I don't enjoy them as much as some of his previous work. And even going back and listening to some of his older records, like on Raw, reflecting on those now, I feel like those songs really are not that great. I think HOPSIN's ability to speak openly about certain subjects I really grew attached to, and I really liked that earlier on. Now, I still like HOPSIN, and I think his Illmind series is incredible. Cannot wait for Illmind 9 to see what he does with that. But I don't know, reflecting on his career, there are some songs that I really dig, like Hop Is Back. I really enjoy I Need Help. I really enjoy that song, and there definitely are a bunch of songs by HOPSIN that I enjoy, but reflecting on his career and his catalog as a whole, I'm not as impressed with it as I was growing up listening to it. And after Knock Madness, he released an album called Pound Syndrome, which I just thought was horrible. With songs like Fly, which was like really in your face. I feel like, if you guys know who Prince E is, he's a guy that you probably seen him on Facebook or just on YouTube, like the Antisocial Network, where he does like the spoken word poetry. He actually has ties with HOPSIN. He won HOPSIN's first Don't Funk Up Our Beat rap contest and things like that. So I think HOPSIN was trying to take a Prince E approach into the song Fly, which he was trying to give like suggestions about how he thinks the world should be, and I think it really came across as corny, especially the chorus of it. Did the person who invented college go to college? So I thought Pound Syndrome was not that great. And a switch up of style, when he left Funk Volume, he went to a more trap feel, and a lot of his stuff, like Crown Me, Bout the Business, False Advertisement, all of this, and Bust That, all of these new songs he has a different approach to, which makes me think that he's just adapting his style, not just because he wants to do something new, but because he's chasing dollars. Nothing wrong with that. Music is a business. I get that you need to adapt to move forward, but with this new style, I feel like HOPSIN has really lost his passion. I mean, even on the Knock Madness album, he said that he's gonna quit rap because he's tired of rap and he's gonna move to Australia, and we saw that that was a hoax and that he didn't, but I think he really initially was going to quit rap and move to Australia and pulled it off as a hoax when he realized that's not what he wanted to do anymore. And with his more recent stuff coming out, I feel like he's putting stuff out just to put things out. With the exclusion of Illmind 8, because you can really tell his passion and his delivery on that was, he had a bunch of energy and you could tell that he really, really wanted to make that song. But with every other song he's been putting out, I just don't feel like he actually wants to put it out. I feel like he just feels the need to put it out because of wanting to stay relevant, waiting for his new album to be released. I just feel like he's going through the motions of being a rapper and not really wanting to be a hip-hop artist anymore. Again, I'm very excited for Illmind 9, but one of the things that he said in one of his interviews is that there's 2 songs on his upcoming project that could be an Illmind of HOPSIN 9, and he doesn't know which one he's going to pick yet. And that kind of baffles me, that because he also did this with the Illmind 6 when he did the one about his friend in the hospital. It wasn't really an Illmind of HOPSIN, it was just a song that he called an Illmind of HOPSIN, and I feel like that's what Illmind 9 is going to be, because he said there's 2 songs that he doesn't know which one he's going to pick to be the Illmind of HOPSIN 9, and that kind of scares me, because it feels like he's just going to throw the Illmind of HOPSIN label on it and just call it an Illmind of HOPSIN like he did with Illmind 6, and I don't want him to do that. Again, HOPSIN can do whatever he wants. He's not obligated by anyone to do anything. But I just feel like he's lost the passion that he once had. I still like HOPSIN. When he releases songs, I'm one of the first people to line up and check it out because of how much I have loved HOPSIN growing up, and I hope to capture that lightning in a bottle again. Really excited for Illmind 9. Hopefully it's as good as his recent releases. Illmind 8 is a huge thing to live up to, and I don't know if he's feeling the pressures of his best work being behind him, and like Illmind 8 I think is HOPSIN's best song. I don't know if he's going to be able to top that. I hope he's able to top that, but I just don't know. There's been other artists coming up that I've slowly transitioned into wanting to hear because HOPSIN used to be like the pinnacle for me personally. My story, HOPSIN was the pinnacle of the artist that I was so excited for him to release a new song, and now it's that slowly fading away, and there's these other artists that I'm slowly growing on and really excited for their stuff to come out, like NF, Jordan Lucas, Logic, and I'm really starting to gravitate towards these people. I still like HOPSIN, but I just don't feel like he has the passion anymore. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope Illmind 9 completely blows us away. His new album is great. I just don't know. What did you guys think? Do you have a similar style? Do you have a similar mindset to me? Do you still love HOPSIN? Do you love what he's putting out? Let me know that. I just feel like I need to make a video to explain this, address this. If HOPSIN sees this, just know that for someone, I was now this means nothing. I understand this, but I was friends with HOPSIN's actual Facebook page, so that means I've been with him since less than 5,000 fans, because there's a 5,000 friend limit on Facebook, right? And I was able to friend him before he blew up. So if HOPSIN does see this, know HOPSIN, I have witnessed pretty much your entire career. From the first thing that I saw was Illmind of HOPSIN 3. I think my brother showed me on, it was put on like hotnewhiphop.com or something like that. So ever since Illmind of HOPSIN 3 until now, I've witnessed everything from the release of Raw, from getting off of his old record label, to the Novi Novak disses, to the signing of Dizzy Wright, and that being a huge shock to everybody because HOPSIN didn't smoke weed and he signed one of the biggest hip-hop artists, the Joker, that whole spiel. I have witnessed everything in HOPSIN's career, and so HOPSIN, if you're watching this video, just know this comes from a place of love. I've loved you growing up, from me being a younger guy to watching all of your stuff, man. I want you to recapture that passion. Again, if you don't have that passion if you don't have that same thing that you feel like that you had when you're coming up, I get that. I understand that because you're so hungry when you were younger, and when you get to the point of obtaining your goals, I understand that it probably, I cannot speak from experience, but I can understand that it might be difficult to continue to hold that fire and that edge to be what everyone wants you to be, which is HOPSIN, that angry HOPSIN, which for me, I admit is my favorite form of HOPSIN, which is why Illmind 8 was so good. And you get to a point where you have money, you had a better lifestyle, and you probably just don't have that edge that you had anymore, and you're trying to transition into a new artist. I see that with the different things. I get that if that's what you want to do, man, that's cool. Like, I still have all of your old stuff that I can reflect and listen to. So I never hate on anyone for switching up their music if that's what they want to do. It's on them. But as you start to develop into this new artist, if that's what you're doing, just know that I will support you. I might not like everything that you put out, like False Advertisement was not good. Just be honest. Other thing, the most recent one that you put out, Bust That, I liked because you were coming at Swizz, you were coming at Elise. But I don't know. I kind of have mixed feelings on this because I want you to be that angry HOPSIN again, but I don't want you to be angry anymore, just because I've literally witnessed your entire career and that you don't know me from anyone. I'm just a random guy on a video. I know that. But growing up with you, I feel like that I've gotten to know you a little bit. But I've only gotten to know what you have put out on the internet and social media. And I don't know, it's weird. Because I want what's best for you. I want you to be happy, but also selfishly, I want you to be angry HOPSIN. And that's conflicting and that's weird. Because just watching you grown as an artist, I want you to be happy, but I want this good music. So, I don't know. I'm in this weird headspace. I don't know. That's all I gotta say about that, I guess. Thank you guys so much. My name is Cakes Mitchell. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Just my name, Cakes Mitchell. What else should I rant about? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much, and until next time.